When the sitcom Two and a Half Men first appeared on CBS, it quickly became a comedy sensation. The show, starring Charlie Sheen, Jon Cryer, and Angus T in the lead roles, captivated audiences with its bold humor and compelling performances. Over 12 seasons, it won millions of fans and secured its place among the most beloved sitcoms of all time. Behind the scenes, however, the reality was much more chaotic. Drama unfolded in the form of Charlie Sheen's infamous breakdown and his subsequent removal from the cast, as well as public criticism of the show by Angus T. Join us as we reveal the hidden stories and behind-the-scenes moments that define the tumultuous journey of Two and a Half Men. The fall of Charlie Sheen. The cast and crew watched in shock as Charlie Sheen began to fall apart. His role as Charlie Harper in Two and a Half Men was iconic, and he was at the peak of his career as the highest-paid television actor when everything collapsed. The show followed his character, a wealthy jingle writer who lived life to the fullest. His personal life, however, was spiraling out of control, and it began to seep into his work. Sheen, who was married to Denise Richards when the show began, divorced her in 2005 amid highly publicized chaos and drug problems. This turmoil significantly affected his career. Jon Cryer, who played his brother Alan, noted that Charlie initially tried to maintain a professional attitude on set, but over time it became clear that he was having trouble keeping it together. His unpredictable behavior caught public attention. This led to accusations of hiring prostitutes, assault charges, and several stays in rehabilitation centers. His relationship with the show's producers deteriorated, especially after he verbally attacked Chuck Lorre, the show's creator. The situation culminated when Sheen publicly attacked Lorre during a heated interview. This outburst prompted the network to suspend production for the rest of the season. His continued derogatory comments about Lorre and the network only made the situation worse. It culminated with CBS and Warner Brothers firing him on March 7th. Sheen's departure from Two and a Half Men resulted in significant financial losses for the network and affected many people involved. Despite earning a staggering €1.4 million per episode, his reckless spending and wild lifestyle have left him with an estimated net worth of only around €9 million today. Conchata Ferrell's creative expression. Among the many memorable characters on Two and a Half Men, housekeeper Berta particularly won viewers' hearts. With her sharp tongue and quick wit, Berta was never afraid to speak her mind or laugh at the Harper family's misfortunes. This iconic role was portrayed by the late Conchata Ferrell, whose energetic personality made Berta unforgettable. In an interview, Ferrell revealed that the show's creators originally wanted Berta to speak with an Eastern European accent. Although Ferrell could have easily handled a Russian accent, she felt that a country girl dialect suited the character much better. She impressed producer Chuck Lorre and the entire team with her confidence during the audition, so they accepted her idea. Berta was originally supposed to appear in only 2 episodes, but thanks to Ferrell's captivating performance, she became an indispensable part of the cast. Ferrell loved portraying Berta and admired her ability to fearlessly say what she thought. Although she often played supporting roles, Ferrell enjoyed a successful career lasting nearly 50 years, during which she showcased her talent in many beloved roles. Thanks to her good-heartedness, she was a popular person on set, especially with her acting colleague Angus T, who played Jake Harper. Both bonded over shared interests like reading and games. If you haven't yet had the opportunity to appreciate Ferrell's talent, the ideal starting point is watching any episode of the series, especially the episode The Smell of Cigarettes and Pheromones from the first season. Thanks to her friendly nature, she won the sympathy of other cast members, and her portrayal of Berta remains one of the most beloved performances in this series. Angus T. was perfect. Angus T. was the perfect choice for the role of Jake Harper in Two and a Half Men. Amid the chaos caused by Charlie and Alan Harper, Jake represented the heart of the entire story. He brought humor and sweet, innocent charm that entertained viewers. Jake truly embodied the half-man referenced in the show's title. In the early seasons, he was a bright student dealing with his parents' divorce. Throughout the series, however, his mathematical abilities declined. This was humorously illustrated in a memorable scene from the 10th season, where Jake mistook the letter O in the word million for a zero. Chuck Lorre, the show's creator, noted that Jones was the only child who auditioned for this role. After seeing his performance in the movie The Rookie from 2002, Lorre invited him for an interview. Jones's natural talent and relaxed demeanor secured him the role without hesitation. As Jones grew up, he realized that the show's content might not be appropriate for everyone. Eventually, due to the show's themes, he encouraged people to stop watching it. Why Angus T. Jones left 2.5 Men? Angus T. Jones, who played Jake Harper in 2.5 Men, was known for portraying the carefree boy who gradually became a slacker with a love for marijuana and adult films. In reality, however, he was a deeply religious young man with strong personal convictions. Everything changed during the 10th season when he publicly criticized the show in an interview and urged viewers to stop watching it due to its content. This outburst caused negative reactions, and Jones eventually apologized for upsetting his colleagues and expressed gratitude for the opportunities he received. This incident marked the end of his involvement in the series. Jones, who called himself a paid hypocrite, left the show to study religion under controversial pastor Christopher Hudson, who became famous for bizarre claims about celebrities and sensational predictions. After 2 years of absence, he surprised fans with a brief return in the series finale, where it was revealed that Jake had joined the army, gotten married, left the service, and gotten rich in Las Vegas. He even made fun of his departure, much to the delight of viewers. Show creator Chuck Lorre noted that the audience's enthusiasm was so loud that he had to turn down the volume. During his time on 2.5 Men, Angus T. Jones became one of the highest-paid child actors on television. He earned over 200,000 euros per episode, and eventually his earnings climbed to 300,000 euros when he left the series. His success was remarkable for someone so young, and thanks to his charming, mischievous nature, he became a beloved character. How Chuck Lorre almost left due to Charlie Sheen's insults. While everyone focused on the public feud between Charlie Sheen and Chuck Lorre, few thought about the pressure Lorre faced during this storm. As the creator of iconic sitcoms like The Big Bang Theory, Chuck Lorre is one of television's most successful producers. Despite having an impressive career behind him, Sheen didn't respect him much and publicly insulted him by calling him a clown. There were constant clashes on set over creative differences, and Sheen showed no gratitude for Lorre's work. According to Entertainment Weekly magazine, Lorre was deeply affected by Sheen's behavior. In 2011, he considered leaving 2.5 Men entirely, stating that if he had become a clown in someone's eyes, he was ready to leave. Fortunately, CBS supported Lorre and he decided to fire Sheen, stating that it was more of an ethical than financial decision. After Sheen's departure from the show, the future of 2.5 Men was uncertain. At the time, Lorre was also busy with other successful sitcoms like Mike and Molly and The Big Bang Theory. While he considered ending 2.5 Men to focus on these series, two key factors persuaded him to continue. First were significant financial interests. Even after Sheen's departure, the show had lucrative syndication deals, especially with channels like Fox and FX. There was too much money at stake for the series to simply end. Second, Lorre was determined to find a suitable replacement for Sheen to ensure the show's continued success. Several actors were considered, and English actor Hugh Grant was at the top of the list. Ultimately, the decision to continue the series was motivated by financial necessity and the search for suitable talent to keep 2.5 Men alive. Jake's dark family secret and life after the show ended. Most people know Angus T. Jones as Jake from 2.5 Men, but few suspect what dark family secrets he tried to hide. His uncle Eric Eugene Claypool was sentenced to 100 years in prison for murdering a man. This man allegedly abused him when he was a teenager. Angus's mother Carrie also had her problems with the law. In 1992, when she was drunk, she damaged taxi drivers' taximeters and assaulted a police officer. Later, she was arrested for burglary after a woman found her in her living room wearing her boyfriend's clothes. In 1997, Carrie accused her husband of pulling her out of a car and assaulting her, which led to his arrest. Angus's father also faced legal problems. In 1986, he was arrested for possession of an unregistered firearm. Like many child stars, Angus didn't have a typical childhood. After leaving 2.5 Men, he finally had a chance to lead a more normal life. He enrolled at the University of Colorado, where he studied Jewish studies. In October 2016, he took a break from his studies to spend time with his younger brother Otto. Their brother lives in Los Angeles. Angus expressed how happy he is to be involved in his brother's life. He also shared his personal journey of turning away from organized religion to focus on self-improvement. Although Angus hasn't returned to television since his rise to fame, he's not completely out of the entertainment world. In 2015, he teamed up with Justin Combs and founded the production company Tonite. In 2016, he briefly returned to the scene with a role in the web series Horace and Pete by Louis C.K. In the same year, Angus told People magazine that he was happy to return for the 2.5 Men finale. He doesn't rule out returning to acting. It seems Angus still has ties to Hollywood as he continues to fulfill his dreams, and perhaps we'll see him in the entertainment industry more often in the future. The controversial series finale. At the beginning of the 9th season of 2.5 Men, production faced major delays due to Charlie Sheen's drug and alcohol problems. After his entry into treatment, production was supposed to resume in February 2011. Charlie Harper's character, played by Sheen, was written out of the series by a tragic accident in Paris, where he fell onto subway tracks and was hit by a train. This season introduced a new storyline where Alan and Jake moved in with Walden Schmidt. They moved into Charlie's former beach house. In a surprising twist at the end of the season, Charlie's ghost unexpectedly returned, portrayed by Kathy Bates. Her character revealed that Charlie's eternal punishment was being trapped in the body of an old woman. In the final episode of the series, Charlie returned dramatically, but was crushed by a falling piano, played by another actor. This strange ending had its own story. Series creator Chuck Lorre and producers originally wanted Sheen to return. He was supposed to return for the series finale. Lorre's final message during the credits revealed that Sheen was offered a role that was supposed to humorously warn about the dangers of drug abuse, where he would declare himself a ninja warrior from Mars. The finale was supposed to end with a piano falling on Sheen's character. The creators thought it would be funny, but Sheen disagreed. Instead, he asked Lorre to write a script for a new sitcom called The Harpers, starring him and Jon Cryer. Lorre later said in an interview that although he never spoke directly with Sheen about his return, executive producers were in contact with him. After watching the finale, it was clear why Sheen declined the offer. The entire episode seemed to be mocking him and emphasized the problematic relationship between him, Lorre, and the show's producers. The series eventually continued without Sheen, and although the finale was strange, it marked the end of a 12-year journey that delighted millions of viewers. Despite the turbulent conclusion, 2.5 Men left a lasting impact on television comedy and showed the unpredictable nature of show business and the challenges associated with dealing with personal controversies. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to check out more videos we've prepared for you, click on one of them on the screen or visit our channel. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell. Thanks for watching and see you next time.